Creating a podcast quick and easy, video 2 of 2. Hi, I'm Michael Giannotti, and in this video, we're going to take a look at how Microsoft Copilot can really help you in your podcasting efforts for training and other things. And we're going to do it quickly and easily, and I'm going to show you how we can. But I'm going to start off, surprisingly, in Microsoft Word. So here we are, we're in Microsoft Word. And what I'd like to do is get the text for a podcast and put that out. And I'm part of our group at our organization, Contoso, or whoever you'd like that to be, that's in charge of governance and training and rollout. And we're rolling out Copilot. And I'd like to talk to people about how to get the most out of Copilot, tips and tricks, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and say, we're going to start in Copilot in Word. I'm going to say, write a tips and tricks document, and it would help if I could spell it, document that helps people get up to speed on what Microsoft 365 Copilot is, all the ways they can use it. I'm literally making this up as we go. And tips and tricks for getting the most use out of Microsoft 365 Copilot. And I'm going to say prioritize accuracy and detail over speed. There we go. So I've created this piece. Oh, you know what? Let's also say make the tone friendly and conversational. There we go. So just like that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to select generate. And we know it's now going to go out and start to create this draft for me. And it's already started. Look at it going in. What is Copilot? Ways you can use Copilots, highlighting different applications. And it's given a bunch of tips for each one, right? I think that's great. So I'm going to say keep it. So I could, of course, iterate. It's given me a 3-page kind of starter document. And we can get much more detailed if we want. But for our purposes, this is great. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to save file. Let's save this. Browse. And let's go ahead and put it on my desktop. I got a bunch of docs there. We'll put it on my desktop, and what are we going to call this? Copilot tips and tricks. There we go. Save. Yes. And we're done. So I'm going to close that. So here we are back in Copilot, right? So I've got this document now that's conversational with all that info. So how do I turn that into a podcast that people can just listen to? And by the way, we can also provide them the document as well. And, of course, we could have links in the doc and other things. I'm going to come up here in Copilot. Right now, I'm in Teams, right? And we see we're in the Copilot UI. And there's this thing called Visual Creator. I'm going to click that. And you may not have seen this in the past, but it now has options for creating videos. So I'm going to go ahead and say, create a video on Copilot tips and tricks using the Word document attached. There we go. And we're going to say add content. Let's go ahead and elect to upload. And we had that. There it is, Copilot tips and tricks document. We'll wait for that to finish uploading. There it is. And I'm going to submit it. So we've used Copilot to create the text. Then we're using this new feature that's appeared with Visual Creator. And look at creating a video explaining Copilot's tips and tricks based on the document provided. And it's telling us, hold on, this won't take long. So it's doing its thing. Microsoft Clipchamp that we saw yesterday was leveraged in the background. And we have this video now. That's pretty cool. But maybe I want to edit. I don't like this right here. I'm going to go ahead and open. And it's going to open up my podcast in Microsoft Clipchamp that all 365 users have access to. And there it is. And you can see there's a little space before it starts the text, right? That I can change that if I wanted. But if I go through, look, we can see there's different imagery being provided as we go. I can come in very quickly and easily. Maybe I don't like a particular piece of imagery. I can come in here, I can click on it, I can delete it, I can change it, import other clips maybe that I like that are more appropriate, or a simple image, because this is more about listening. But it has taken all of that text and provided that. Now also look at here, when we had a male voice, so I selected the text. I'm going to select right here the text to speech. Oh, maybe I don't want Brian. Maybe I want Alicia. Let's preview that. Oh, it's Alicio. I'm sorry. That's Alicio. Maybe I want, oh, who's Aloe? I don't know who that is. Arabella. Let's listen to Arabella. Beautiful. So I can save that. And we'll go ahead and close our little text to speech. And now that I'm done, of course, I could have changed, like I said, that one video piece. I didn't. We'll go ahead, and I'm not going to store this in the cloud. I could. Actually, let me go ahead. And we'll say this is Copilot tips and tricks. We'll export, just select that. It'll bring us to our export screen. And it's going ahead. It's rendering that video. It's saying 35 seconds remain. You can see it's going quite quickly through here and creating that particular video, and going, cross application integration. And it's that all that video, it pulls that from Microsoft's library of royalty-free video. Of course, you would then use your own to change that out, which is, we encourage. We just provide that for you. So now that it's done that, we now have the video is completely rendered here. I can save that locally to use it, or I can wait. It's going to upload 224 megabytes. That's going to take a while. I'm not going to wait for that. But once it has done that, look at the options I have. Publish with Microsoft Stream. Share with people at Contoso. I can share directly from here to users or groups. I can copy the link, open the file location. Maybe I want to do something else, move it, etc. Or like I said, I could upload it, download it to my computer so it's available. But we now have, here's our video playing, and look, we can go through, continue to play. And look, it's even changing up the different voices, the different segments. Again, I could have edited all those segments and made them a single voice. The the world's my oyster here. The point is, we've created a podcast. All we had to do was open Word, render the text, then out of the text, go ahead and import, bring that document in right here into Copilot using Visual Creator. And then we have the option to then add that document. We could have added the text. We could have went in just into the editor for Clipchamp, but all one spot, quick and easy. I love this feature. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it out. It's quick, it's easy, it's powerful, and it can get you podcasting, creating compelling training content for your users, quick and easy using Copilot. That is Mike Giannotti bidding you have a great day. Take care, and as always, ciao.